Hey y'all, this is Xenoxis, and this is the Xenoxis show for the 5th of January 2024. Yes, the first recording session we're doing this year. There were some other things I thought about recording at first, because I thought about doing some Evolve Season of Discovery stuff, going over some of my characters, going over retail Evolve, because I recently, like when I released up to Evolve, I did it mostly because of Season of Discovery, but I've been playing a little bit of retail also as well, not really leveling or anything, but because I got Dragonflight late, I got Dragonflight in July and stuff that, when I play more of Dragonflight before I got the expansion, because, there were times when they allowed you to go over there and even, create a Drak tour and stuff that, and then also, play up to a certain level, basically, and stuff that, and then you would also basically get experience like you were allowed over there, even with your regular characters, right, and stuff that, and then immediately when I got Dragonflight, I got to level, 62 or 63 immediately, basically, but yeah. Anyway, I got one of my birthday presents now. I'm gonna get 2 games, but both of those games are after my birthday. One is on the 14th, and the second one is, I forgot on what the date it is, but it's the Tomb Raider trilogy on the 14th of February and stuff that. And, it seems pretty great, except of course there were 2 Tomb Raider games missing because it was not a trilogy on the original PlayStation. It was a, what do we call it when it's 5 movies? It's a quadrilogy, right? One is 4, and then I forgot what it's called when it's 5. Basically, quintilogy maybe, or something like that. But yeah, but it's 5 basically, and stuff like that. Because after Tomb Raider 4 is basically the one that's called the Tomb Raider: The Last Revelations. I think it's called, or Last Revelation, and it's basically, it takes place before Tomb Raider 1, like the first part of it when you play as young Lara Croft. And then it also takes place after the other Tomb Raider games and stuff like that. And then of course the Tomb Raider 5 came, I would say, at the end of the PlayStation's life cycle, or not really end of the life cycle, but basically the PlayStation 2 was already after that point. Same thing with like when Quake 2 came out on the original PlayStation, the PS2 was already out and stuff like that. And Tomb Raider Chronicles is of course the 5th game, and Tomb Raider Chronicles has kind of individual stories to it, basically, instead of just one story. It's just several stories of things that she did and stuff like that, but yeah. But anyway, the first birthday present I got some Amiibos. This I did not mean to get, actually, because the person who bought these kind of got the wrong ones. I was meant to get the Link's Awakening Amiibo instead, but he didn't find that one, and basically this was priced at the same price as the one that I wanted. So he didn't realize that this was the wrong Link, but this of course was one of the Amiibos that I did not have. The Rider Amiibo and stuff like that, which is better, well, of course. And I also managed to... I also think they need to be in this position, because of when you see the pattern on the bottom, you can kind of see in what way you will face them. And we managed to get our hands on this, by the way. We managed to get our hands on the Champions pack, so all the 4 champions from the original game, the 4 champions that each palette of course are one of the 4 Divine Beasts and stuff that. All of the champions, yes. They are pretty good. Like some of them, of course, a bit better than others, and stuff that, with the way they look and stuff that, and. And then, of course, El Big Boy, the big boy, Daruk. Yes, with his big 200 sword and his massive, massive, big hefty boy. I would say he kind of weighs, I think he weighs the same as Bowser, kinda, stuff like that, but oh boy, he's a big boy with his big massive 200 sword. And then all of these, of course, gave you special things in Breath of the Wild, and I believe also in of course in Tears of the Kingdom. They give you very specific gear, if I remember correctly, because they give you kind of what their weapons and shields are from like each of the races and stuff that they give you like the gear that are like the Gerudo-esque gear, because there are like Gerudo-esque like shields, swords, bows, I believe as well. Same thing for the so this one like most likely gives you like the trident and stuff that and some other things, and stuff that like the Sora themed stuff and stuff that. So it's pretty good. I was happy getting the champion pack. There was only one pack left of them and stuff that, and I'm sure they were pretty expensive, and stuff that, like the champions pack and stuff that. But like I'm actually gonna calculate what the price is for each one in the Swedish krona or whatever you want to call it. So 849 is what it was, and then divide that by 4 because there's a full pack. So basically that meant that it cost 212.25 for each one, which is actually cheaper than the rider one, because this one is 240 Swedish krona, I believe it was, something like that. 240, I think it is. Right, yeah. And these were basically 212 times 25 each for the champions. So yeah, so it's a pretty big discount when there's for them and stuff that, and it's really, really nice getting the champions and stuff that, so yeah. Because, they're pretty nice, so yeah. I'm still missing quite a few though, from Black Breath of the Wild. There are certain enemies also that I could have gotten, like you have the Bokoblin, and you have the ancient statue thing. But I forgot if the ancient statue thing, like the big guy, the ones that like shoot the lasers, the like the big ancient enemies. Like in Breath of the Wild, of course, they gave you very specific. They gave you some of the ancient gear, if I remember correctly, or some of the ancient like weapons and stuff like that. But I'm uncertain what they give in Tears of the Kingdom, basically, because of the fact that they don't exist, those type of enemies, in Tears of the Kingdom, really. But yeah. So yeah, the rider link is going to be interesting though. The rider one, if it's going to give you, that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah. But I'm pretty happy with the ones that I managed to get my hands on, because often, like often I check in like the store, and check in like, okay, like is there some like rare ones, or rare Amiibos, up and stuff that, and it's gonna be really annoying now if they've gotten in some other ones that are, like hard to get, because there are certain ones that are sometimes a bit hard to get here. So let's go here and then going on the Amiibos, because sometimes it says very, very wrong with the ones that are in stock. It is the Tears of the Kingdom, the basic Link one that I have not gotten, but that is not in stock. The Bokoblin is there. That's in stock. God damn it. Now they've got... Alright, it's not in stock in my place. Right. I need to make it like that so it doesn't show up, because sometimes it will show up as being in stock even though it isn't, because sometimes it will deselect, because here it says that, green status here, and then you check it, and in the town I live, it's not in stock, and stuff that. So yeah, why it can't remember that, I have no clue at all why it cannot be remembered and stuff that, but yeah. That one is still in stock. Okay. Yeah, that one is not in stock. Because it's so bad, like, why are they showing up as being green there? It like being in stock, and then of course it's not in stock at all. But you can just go and basically do that. So there's 8 things that are in stock in... Wow, so I got some of the last ones, because they say that that's like the riders that they currently have, or the last ones they have. Yeah, there's the Guardian things from like Breath of the Wild. They have as well. So yeah. They still got the Awakening one in stock. I mean, the Awakening one is very obvious because of the graphical style on it and stuff there, but yeah. But there are of course a bunch of ones they have like via the internet. Like if you're just after like ordering on the internet, then there are like several ones that you can get your hands on via the internet and stuff that if you just after the ones. Because I still haven't got my hands on the Loftwing one, which is the Zelda of course from the Skyward Sword Zelda specifically. Stuff that. And then we have, because most of the stuff are actually in stock via the and yeah, the Twilight Princess. I don't have the Twilight Princess one. I mean, technically the Smash Brothers one counts as the Twilight Princess one, but the Twilight Princess one look very, very different, right, and stuff that, and for collection's sake it's like worth getting as well. But yeah, that's the Champion Pack. They only have it now via online basically because it sold out in the other thing, but yeah. Yeah, they do have both the Tears of the Kingdom, the Zelda one, which is holding like the Master Sword and stuff that. And then you have the Ganondorf one. Both of them are like only via online basically and stuff that. The Ganondorf one is like really good, by the way. Like very good design and stuff that. Ugh. So I mean, there are a bunch of like Amiibos that I haven't gotten my hands on and stuff that, like that I wanted to get my hands on. But often there are a few like different stores that I check. The main problem is now there is a store that seems like really good with all the stuff that it has, like a certain store in my city specifically. But the problem with that store, it looks like they don't have anything there physically in the store, right? That they don't have any Amiibos in the store, and that you actually have to order certain Amiibos, and they basically bring those Amiibos in, right? So that only you can get that Amiibo, basically. So it's not that oh, you order in one and then someone else can go and buy the one that you just ordered in, no, but and stuff that's, yeah. We have some Amiibos here. Oh. Okay, they have the Toon Link one, they have the Tears of the Kingdom Link. Yeah, this is generally the one that I can. Oh, they have the Majora's Mask. Technically Link, the one that's called like Young Link and stuff that from the like the Smash Brothers one. Then the separate one as well. But yeah. But you also need to look like what stores, because they can still send you from other stores, because of the fact that they have a bunch of stores means that as long as something is in stock in one of the stores, they can send if you order and you live somewhere, basically you can get like the stuff. Or the Claude one is almost sold out, they only have like 2 in stock. Or is it more? Actually there's more than 2. There's 2, 3, 4 in stock total of the Claude. I mean, I still haven't gotten the Claude one yet and stuff that. But yeah, but this wasn't way more than I thought it would be. Like there's way less, I mean, and stuff that, but yeah. I still haven't been able to get my hands on the Wario one and the Waluigi Amiibo anywhere, and stuff that, which is a bit, sad and stuff that, but yeah. Alright, it is Friday today. I forgot what day it was, a bit, but yeah. So, via, Vampire Survivors, yesterday I unlocked Adventure Mode. And I went into Adventure Mode for the first time because I hadn't done it before, and stuff like that, but because I've already done technically everything in the DLC already for the Among Us DLC for Vampire Survivors. As I've talked about before, and stuff like that. There seems to be things that they could add to the Vampire Survivors DLC. Because, not all the jobs or all the classes are technically there from the Among Us game. Because Among Us, of course, at the start didn't really have classes to it. There were, of course, certain costumes that existed that you could get and stuff like that. But, for example, the sheriff class is not represented in the game. And then there are certain of the pets that you can get that could technically be weapons in Vampire Survivors. But I also don't know when it comes to the stage, right, that why were they limited to only that stage, and stuff like that. Because, I know that there's another one that's supposedly in the betas, not beta stage, but in development and stuff like that. Because there's supposedly a ray gun that you can get your hands on now, and some sort of other space character that takes place on a different stage, which is not an Among Us stage, by the way, but it is with Among Us stuff in it, but yeah. So yeah. And of course it definitely feels like I would definitely want more of the Among Us DLC, either that they release a second Among Us DLC or something like that, called something else, and stuff like that, because they definitely seem weird to only have one stage from the Among Us and stuff like that, and not have. But you would think, right, that the first stage would have been the ship and stuff like that from the game and stuff like that. And I don't know how the deal is, if it's just you're only allowed to use these things, right? If there's you're only allowed to use these, or if it's that they're limiting how much stuff they put into each of the expansions, right? Or is it gonna be with this crossover, we want the paid stuff to be this, but then maybe there will be some free Among Us stuff. That will be some other stages, I don't know, and stuff like that, because, it feels very, very weird, because, Because when you check Among Us stages, Among Us stages, maps, as they're called. So you have the Scaled Mirror Headquarters Polus, the airship, and the Fungal. And the Polus is the one that is in the game, basically. And stuff like that, and June 15th, 2018 was the first stage. The Scaled Mirror Headquarters was August 8th, 2019. Polus was November 12th, 2019. The airship map was March 31, 2021, and the Fungal was October 24th, 2023. And the skill is, of course, the airship, or the spaceship, basically, pretty much. Yes. So the skill is the first one, and then of course Mirror Headquarters is also technically in space, pretty much. Yeah. Well, technically, because the headquarters is not meant to be on a planet somewhere, but it's meant to be in outer space, I believe, the headquarters. So high up in the atmosphere of the Earth. Yeah. And of course Polus, which is the map, that's the thing which is based on. The third map, the Polus, the planetary base. Yeah. The planetary base, which has a snow environment in it and stuff like that, and that's the one that's used in Vampire Survivors and stuff like that, but yeah. And of course we also have the airship stage and stuff like that. Now the airship one is of course quite interesting and stuff like that, because it's done like an airship and stuff like that, but yeah. The Fungal, I haven't even seen what the Fungal one looks like. I do remember the trailer for the Fungal action and stuff like that. Yeah, the Fungal is interesting because it's like an island and stuff like that. With yellow sea and stuff like that. Yeah, the Fungal is interesting. It's going on Vampire Survivors. It's a bit hard to hit the keyboard because I have to go around the microphone where the microphone is. Right. That is very annoying. Oh, get up on new flight, and then it's like, do you want to blah blah blah? No, I don't want to blah blah blah, you stupid. Like, hey, do you want to move this over? And then when you select the other thing, it's just like, yeah, Bat Robot and the Space Dude. Those are still only in the, you know. Those are still only on the special like server and stuff that, you know, which you can access, you know, and stuff like that, but yeah. Yeah, the main problem. Yeah. Of course, you had Crewmate Dino, Engineer Gino, Ghost Lino, Shapeshifter Nino, Guardian Pina, Imposter Rina, Scientist Mina, Horse, and then Megalo Imposter Rina. And stuff like that, you know. So yeah. So yes, there is a sheriff role technically missing and stuff like that. And also, by the way, like getting kills with Ghost was just very easy to figure out that, oh, it's just reflect damage, basically. So if you take the one Bloodlines, you can just get it immediately if you have any of those weapons, basically, that can deflect and stuff like that, so yeah. Of course, you have Tides of the Foscari that had Eleanor, Usiron, Maruto Katz, Kita Mort, Luminaire Foscari, Genevieve Gruyere, Genevieve, Sammy, and Rothinghul. And of course, one of the characters here, it doesn't show up as being a Legacy of the Moonspear character, because the wait, why doesn't it show up? Oh yeah, because it's counted as a secret character, the Score Oni character. Because the Score Oni was actually on our stage before the DLC came out, before the like Legacy of the Moonspell like DLC came out. And then there's been other characters that have been part of like just individual stuff that hasn't been part of an Indies like DLC, that like the She-Moon character, for example, and stuff like that. So yeah. You know, I've thought about doing like a tier list at some point. But my problem, I feel, is that you have the characters that are like the default characters that I would say and stuff that, like, and stuff that, but right, so you have certain default characters, like the default characters I would say are just characters that you can use spend money on to unlock, or the ones that require you level up certain weapon up to a certain level and then you can use to unlock the character, right? But then you have the characters that are quote unquote, you need to find them in a, you know, you need to find them in a coffin and stuff that. But there are a few characters, you know, that you find in the coffin, because I would say the ones that you always find in the coffin tends to be stronger than the ones that you don't find in a coffin, for example, and stuff that. So, you know, those are some interesting things. Because Pugnala, of course, you find an open coffin in Mad Forest and stuff that, for example, for Pugnala and stuff that. So yeah. Because there's definitely a different power level for like the earlier characters and stuff there, but there are certain ones that of course kind of require certain weapons in order to do really well and stuff there, but yeah. And the thing is, I have thought about recording maybe something else today. So maybe we will just keep this short, and maybe we will be able to do a little bit of Vampire Survivors, because because I haven't started to run on all of the adventure mode stuff yet, basically, and stuff that, yeah. But I would probably need to move the microphone at that point and stuff that, yeah. I might not like upload this clip immediately and stuff that, so yeah. But anyway, that's just gonna be a short one, and stuff that. I probably also need to figure out how I'm gonna have the volume. I probably not have the volume at 12 though. That's probably a bit too loud, because I know that the game can be pretty loud and stuff that. And I know that often, like, if I have 12 in volume, then the audio volume from the microphone is just gonna be way too loud and stuff that. But anyway, this has been Xenoxis for the 5th of January 2024, and I will probably upload this shortly and stuff that, but we'll probably do a Vampire Survivors recording first. So anyway, I'll see you all shortly.